Welcome to TYR'S Forge. Today I'm going to be making a tomahawk. I'm going to be taking a piece of steel, cutting it to a length I need, and I'll start hammering the edges out a little bit thinner on both ends. I'm going to heat it up and I'm going to fold it. And then I'm going to forge weld it together. And in that process, you can make tomahawks, axes, bearded axes, so on and so forth. Stay tuned. Now that I got my piece in the vise, I got it measured out to where I need. I'm going to cut it and I'm going to throw it in the fire. Now that I got it cut, I'm going to throw it in the fire, start heating it up, and getting it ready to forge weld. All right, now that we got it to temperature, try to draw out the ends, flatten out a little bit so it's easier to weld them together. Then we'll do the other side, and we'll try to weld them together. Now that I got both sides pretty much ready to be forged weld together, we're going to start the process of bending it. And what's going to happen is when I get ready to forge weld, I'm going to drop some flux in it. I'm going to start hammering it together slowly but surely, tapping it together. So you're going to see the difference between me hammering and tapping it. So when you're tapping it, you're trying to get the two metals to bond together, basically. Now that we're getting to forge temp, got my borax, which you put in between the two pieces so you can get all the stuff that's not supposed to be in there out. It helps bind the metals. I'll go into greater detail on the forge weld video. So, in between the cracks. Stick that back in there for a second. Gotta get it back up to temp. Now, at this portion, you want to make sure that the metal is a bright yellow, almost looks like melting butter. That's the best temperature to forge and bond the two metals together. But you're definitely going to have to wear your safety glasses because there's a lot of splatter when you use the flux. can't tell what color it is with the camera, but it's at forging temp. Now we're going to just sit here and tap it where we want it to forge weld. Put some more flux on it, and then do the other side. Now the other side's getting to forge temp. We will pull it out and do the same thing. Tap it. There's a lot of splatter, and yes, it will burn you. So be careful. Basically what you're doing is trying to bond the two pieces together. And you'll keep doing that heat, beat, and repeat until you get it to where you need it. And then we'll move on to shaping the eyelet. That way, once I know the welds have stuck, I can kind of forge the blade out a little bit on the tomahawk head. Then I'll take my drift and start drifting the eye to open it up so I got a good fit on the handle. Well, now that I got it welded close shut, I got to start working on the eye, opening it up a little bit. We're going to start drifting it. Put that back in there for a second. This is a drift. So once you do the fold, start hammering that in to open it up to the width that you want it for your handles. Very good, useful tool. So let's start opening it up. It's a slow, lengthy process, but in the end, it gives you a decent width for when you slide it over your handle, so you don't have it too narrow. Because I've seen them where people, they use pieces of pipe welded to it, or they don't make the eye socket wide enough, so it's hard to fit a good handle and keep the head on the handle. So that's the process. All right, we're going to keep working on opening that eye up so I can get a good fit. So far, all my forge welds have kept, so that is good. Starting to open it up really nice. All the forge welds have stuck, and it's looking good, so stay tuned. Way better. And if you can see, all my welds have stuck on both sides, which is always a good thing. Sometimes you drop shit. And now the process will be flattening it out, making sure everything's straight and all that stuff, and then do my heat treat. Now we're straightening it out. Where everything's nice, straight, and tight. Now it'll be quench, then heat treat, and then we'll start cleaning it up and getting it ready. Well, it's starting to look like it's at quenching temp. I'm going to go ahead and take this out. Bring it over to my table and do the quench. There we have it. Fire.